we have some new information on the 2 upcoming mage heroes in Call of Dragons, as well as possibly incoming new war pets and a massive change to the way PvP and seasons work in Call of Dragons. Hey everyone, Zoraz here from Casuals. Today we're going to be going over all the information that we just got recently about everything new coming in the Call of Dragon games. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the new heroes. Now, the devs have posted this on Discord and have asked people to guess which talents these heroes are going to have. And that also kind of means that they are getting closer and closer to releasing these mages, and kind of works with my timeline, as it would be maybe in the next Strongest Lord. But in any case, we obviously know now that their names is Bertrand, which is what we guessed, and Tohar, which is what a lot of the community had guessed and found in the lore. So this is going to be what they look like. Now, here on the side, you can see a dragon and here a bear. So obviously we don't have any full information on this, but from what we've seen in some of the art and stuff, this obviously looks exactly like a Sapphire Feydrake, or the other one, the Berserk Feydrake. So this is kind of like an orange and purple version. It looks like it would be basically a new war pet, just like the Night RoK was introduced. And this is obviously a bear, just like the other bears, but it doesn't have any striping like the striped bear or the white bear. It's obviously a brown bear. So this is my guess. These two would be new war pets that will come with these two new heroes. And most likely they are going to be focused on mage for this one. So offering something else for mages, maybe that works with the kit of these heroes. And this one, obviously we don't know, but we'll have to see exactly what it looks like. It would obviously be pets that will be usable with certain heroes, just like the game is currently with the current pets. Now, we don't know exactly what these guys are going to be like, but my guess here, and people are not very happy with this, is that Tohar is going to be an engineering mage heroes. That is what I'm guessing. The reason I'm saying that is because in the lore of the game, people have found mentions of Tohar, and he is referred as a master builder. Now you can see in his hands right here, he is basically weaving a magical hammer, and that is kind of confirming what we already knew. He is, I mean, obviously it's not certain, but he is most likely going to have to do something with building, so engineering would be making sense, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll have to see exactly what it looks like in the game. Now, other than that, we don't really have any information. We don't know which one of these is flying, but it's pretty obvious that this guy doesn't have wings. Now, he could be a shapeshifter who transforms into like an eagle or something, possibly. But from what I've gathered, the rumors are that Bertrand is going to be having some kind of mount that flies. So pretty similar to the Cav flying hero that we got, Ferendil, a few months back, where he has a mount where he flies on, which is the same kind of like flying bird type of unit that you get as an elf in this game. So this is my guess. I'm pretty sure he's going to be flying on something. And from what I would guess, I'm thinking he's going to be maybe like a rally mage skill hero. And he would be like an engineering mage and like leadership or like overall or like support. Who knows exactly what he's going to be like. But it will be interesting to see when they release them officially, which in my opinion is very, very soon, within 1 week or 3 weeks maximum. Now, the other thing that we got today is this email from the devs, which is going to basically change the way the game works entirely. Currently in Call of Dragons, when you are doing a season, which lasts about 2 months, 2 months and a half, after these 2 months, every server from around your power and stuff with a matchmaking that we don't really understand or know, basically matches you with all these servers, and then you go all together into a new server. Now, this is going to make that quite different, and obviously I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like because this is not a full official patch note. It's just kind of like feedback gathering, but this would basically turn Call of Dragon exactly like how Rise of Kingdom is for KvK aspect. So in Rise of Kingdom, you have a kingdom, and then every few months you get to sign up or queue for a KvK, which means kingdom versus kingdom, and then you go into that new KvK kingdom with all the other servers who also matched on that one, and then you enter this new server and fight on it, and then after the 2 months is over, you go back to your original kingdom which you came from, and so does everybody else who was in that KvK with you. So from what I can gather, it is going to work like that. So when you are on a server in particular, so the server you begin on or a server you've transferred to, you basically stay on there for as long as you want. And if you want to change, you can. But if you don't, you're always going to be on that same exact server, which is great for community building and for alliances and stuff. But it also means that transferring new servers and stuff will be harder. I am thinking they're going to introduce the same thing as Rise of Kingdom, where you have to pay, basically buy keys or books or passports, and then you're able to transfer on any server in the game, which will allow you to go with any friends or anyone you've played with before or you want to play with. And then otherwise you just stay on your kingdom or your server and you just fight with your server in new KVKs or new SVS, let's just say, over and over. So I think this is good because the game definitely needs something like that. I do wish it was more different than Rise of Kingdom, even though it does work well for Rise of Kingdom, but there's still a lot of downtimes in between these phases. And one thing that I did like about this game is that you are able to switch server every season without having to pay or anything like that. So if you're not happy where you are, you just go to a new place over and over. So there's pluses and minuses. For the health of the game, I think having servers, home servers, where people stick with the same group will be better. People will play longer instead of like just every season there are new places. They don't know who it is, who they're with anymore. They don't know anybody left. So we'll have to see exactly what it looks like. I am thinking it's going to be good for the game, but I am going to be curious about all the details because it is something that is really hard in Rise of Kingdom. When you are getting too high in power, it becomes very expensive to switch server. And after a few months or maybe a few years of playing the game, some servers die off and you have to spend incredibly high amount of monies in order to move to a new place. So I do hope they do keep some of the server transfer free stuff that is currently going on. But many people will be very happy to know that they are going to do a cross-server migration, which is going to allow many people to go and play with friends that are very far away from their own server. So, well, exactly what it means, we'll see, but it is, in my opinion, something that is going to be good for the game long term. Let me know what you think about these two new Mage Heroes, as well as what you think about this new server KVK kind of format. Do you think it's good for the game or bad for the game? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.